Hey y'all. I hope everybody's doing well. Nice to see you guys. Long time no see since LSU's tragic, hurtful loss to Duke in the Sweet 16. We are back. We are about to watch the McDonald's All-American game. We do have an LSU commit in that game, Lola Lampley. So I'm super excited to watch her. And yeah, I hope everybody is well. Let me go ahead and get this pulled up. And we will be getting started right away. It's nice to see everybody. I hope everybody has been well.
Richardson, but just an electric showing by Olivia Edwards. Here at Desert Diamond Arena, we are set for the 23rd McDonald's All-American Girls Game, 2015's overall. The West in the blue, the East in the red. Of course, a couple of years, 2020 and 2021, didn't have the game because of the pandemic. And an early whistle with Jersey Robinson on the attack. You know, Brooke, these teams have had 3 practices, a shoot-around. Of course, the Jam Fest had a scrimmage. They would hope that the nerves are gone by now, but you never know.
Well, I would think that they competed as hard as they could to get those nerves out, right? And now you're starting to see the chemistry at work. This is a few days of practice in. The people who are the best on their teams all throughout their career are all now coming together to really play some quality basketball. And Kate Hartbrink said at the beginning of this tournament, she told us, I can't wait to play against the best players in the country. How rare is it that we all get to be in the same space at the same time?
Lizzie Spade, one of 3 future Texas Longhorns in the game, turns it over as she traveled. Now, these teams are stacked, as you might imagine. In fact, Spade will head to Texas along with Addison Bajorn in that starting 5 for the West. Robinson and Edwards, top 5 players in the class. And for the East, you've got McDonald playing alongside Savvy Swords, high school teammates at Long Island Lutheran in New York and future college teammates at Kentucky. Robinson fires a 3 and left it short.
Yeah, Long Island Lutheran has now 2 rosters. They can say they've had 3 McDonald's All-Americans on each roster. That is absolutely insane. Coach Rady, Christina Rady, has done such a phenomenal job coaching that program. Said we will see them at the Chipotle Nationals after this, trying to catch a national champion, in addition to having 3 McDonald's All-Americans.
Rady celebrated with her players who made this game by throwing burgers at them.
Let's go.
In the locker room. Robinson off the mark, offensive rebound for Velichko in the putback. The West up 4-0.
Velichko is a player headed to Iowa. She's got that great length and rebounding ability that lives on with the Hawkeyes.
Sanaya Hall, again, the #1 player in the class, off target. And the ball belongs to the West. Much better start for the West, Brooke, than the scrimmage on Sunday when the East was up 12-0 before the West came back to win.
And we had thought maybe the West was going to be the team to kind of pass through the offense, get some open shots. The East came with the ball on the floor, ready to go body to body in the paint.
Robinson wants a 3 again, and it comes up short. We are using the college 3-point line tonight. Harpring and Robinson got a piece of that. Remember how they went one-on-one to start the
Hey
first
y'all,
for the
she's going to
Crown
be on the
last
East
night.
when
That
she comes
one-on-one
in, but she has
competition.
not entered
Then
yet.
Edwards eventually won.
But she is going to be on the East when she comes in. And
Well,
I'll tell y'all what number
Miller's
she
working
is
through
when
it,
I
but
see
you can
her.
tell, like, the players out there trying to look for the right play. Nobody's playing selfish
Yes, I
basketball.
do see Lola's sister is in the portal.
This is the pride coming through. Like, you're getting the best of the defenders out there, including the offense. So everybody wants
She did not
to
get the
show
start,
their
and yes,
absolute
LSU
best of
only
the
has
moment
one
because,
player.
You know, these are the same players you're going to be going up
In
against.
the,
Regular season, first,
in
second
game.
rounds of the NCAA. Heck, might be at the
No,
front
no
door
problem,
for the
y'all,
Final
no
Four
problem.
here. Who knows by this time next year.
So Hall at the line from Lorain, Ohio, just off Lake Erie, on her way to USC. It's
She
the
going to
third
USC
time
with
in
Juju.
4
She just
years
said that
Brooke,
they wanted a
USC
national
has
championship
landed
next
the
year.
#1 overall player. Jazzy Davidson last year, Juju Watkins in 2023.
Yeah, and just the absolute bringing in talent, the most talent you could bring in that roster. And so
Guys,
those
the
two
big
players
news
together,
for LSU
Juju and
today
Jazzy,
is
somebody
that we
talking
just
about how
hired
excited she was
Gabe
to link back up.
Lazo
And, you know, she's been dealing with
from
ankle injuries, working through that
Tennessee,
pain. So
but
great
he's
to see
had
her on the
multiple
roster
other
here in
coaching
games,
before
because I'm
that.
sure she's going to be able to get through those.
He is the main recruiter for Zero right there. Olivia Edwards. I wouldn't expect her to transfer this year or be able to get out of whatever contract she signed. I expect her to go to Tennessee, but that relationship is still there, of course.
But Shorn off the mark as well. Kate Harpring in transition. Dad Matt, an 11-year NBA veteran, and Harpring puts it home.
There it is. I was about to say players feel a bit like they're over-penetrating, and then they just run out of options. You know, but Harpring really found a good lane and a good angle to take it into the paint.
Her stats number 15 as well, but making a name for herself. Robinson a bit cold from the outside to start this one.
But you know what? Her shot looks really good. It's in rhythm and balance. I think as soon as she starts to get that stroke and sees it go down, she's going to get hot.
Can y'all believe last year we was watching Zakaya, we was watching Grace, we was watching Bella in this game? And now our girls
5 players in the country going at it.
Played a whole year in the
taking
SEC.
That direct angle, a little hezzy, and just a quick, efficient move to the right. Not trying to do too much. Right, a little hezzy, bring that ball up, make sure Spade can't swipe that ball
they
out
played
of her
in
hands.
that too. That was with everybody. Bella, Divine was in that. Yeah, y'all, Divine hit the portal. I haven't seen y'all since then.
Ball is right back at the line.
Yeah, Jordan. I think they did a couple. I think they did the Jordan Summit. I think that Jordan and Nike must have been the same
She was a
thing.
McDonald's All-American. She told us.
FaceTime during the car. Her mom was on the way to get something to eat, and what better way to receive the news?
Still have not seen any subs on either team.
Giving you some great news. Just saying,
don't know how it
just,
works.
Join the crew here. We rack them up.
All ties things up at 4. Robinson again.
That big right there, number 25, Olivia.
Vukosa.
She is headed to UConn. LSU tried to get her.
Offline.
But I'm really happy with the Gabe hire because Gabe is an international. He has a lot of international ties, and I would love LSU to be able to get some international
She
players.
was able to break up the defense a bit to get an open look from 3.
Shorn lost the handle, and Edwards' pass is stolen by Emily McDonald. Hall was surrounded. Velichko rechecks it, but Hall got it back. And left it short. Excellent defense by McKenna Velichko.
Straight up, right? And just right on top of the basketball. Not doing too much. Meanwhile, Spade. It's a good little step back. She's so quick to get separation. She's going to be so good at Texas off the bounce, something they already know very, very well.
Boy, how perfect for Vic Schaefer and company with Rory Harmon on her way out after this year.
Yeah, this is mini Rory.
Sanaya Hall knocks down a 3 to put the East in front. And a timeout.
All right, maybe
called
we'll
by the
see
West. She is
some
number 1 in the country
now.
for good reason.
Now,
Yeah,
Hall
I
has been
just
looking
saw
for her
Lola.
opportunity in
I
this
didn't see the
game.
numbers yet, though.
And it starts with the three-point line. Great screen and seal from Vukosa. She gets the 3 up over Edwards.
South Tennessee versus USC right there.
Good luck going after our fans. We have a 100th meal at McDonald's.
Oh my gosh, please don't show this to my kids.
Ours has it
I'm gonna have to pay for that.
Ours has hash browns.
Oh my gosh,
It's a
they
battle
love
for
that
the
freaking
fame.
movie. Now I saw they're gonna want me to buy that for them so bad. Nobody show that to my girls, please. 100 girls to the world. It's a takedown. Lola has big shoes to fill in after Bella's and Grace. Well, Lola is the big. Bella's the, Grace and Lola would be paid. Z would be going back to her regular position. LSU's main problem has been bigs. Our last powerful set of bigs where everybody was in their position was 2023. When you had LaDasia Williams at the 5, her position, and you had Angel Reese at the 4, her position. Even when we had Anissa's a 4, but Angel's also a 4. We moved Angel to the 5, which Angel is a great center, but she's not a center. You know what I mean? So I think that's the thing. And I've always been saying for a while now, and y'all know, that the LSU brand name should be going very, very far overseas. So now that we brought in Gabe, I do feel like we at least have that ability to possibly recruit some overseas centers. But right now in the portal, there's plenty of players over 6'3", over 6'4" in the portal right now. The portal window is going to be much shorter this year, so I'm super excited to see.
College basketball, and it's no different just across town here in the Valley of the Sun with the women's Final Four coming up Friday night. All 4 1 seeds made it. It's the same teams from a year ago.
Yes, you're not
wrong.
You're not wrong. We're not getting nowhere with no 6'2" big. And we're not getting nowhere with that. Not when South Carolina brings in a 6'7" post player mid-season and they're already stacked with post players. Not when Lauren Betts is over there. Not when Texas is reeing up. Not when UConn is reeing up. Like every team that's in the Final Four right now has dominant post play. Dominant post play. Lola's like 6'2", 6'3". Oh, and she is in, y'all. She is number 4 in the post right there. The long tier in the red. Box out. She gets the rebound over her, but is that over the bat?
The thing I love about it is there's so
all right,
many
it looks like she may have drawn the foul over the bat.
To play professionally, that you don't have to go halfway across the world.
But she is in the game, so shout out Lola. She's already wearing the number 4 from what it appears.
Right here in the United States. And you can do it through basketball.
Yeah, that looks like the number 4.
Also been a big reason to see the game grow. Like
come on, Lola.
There's so many leagues available to them now.
It's just astounding how the game has ascended. Second units on the floor for both teams. Bella Flemings, who's headed to Duke. Kingston, her brother, an All-American with Houston this past year. Jordan Jackson on her way to Maryland and on her way to the cup for 2.
She's been so good and decisive with how she moves. I like how big and athletic she is. Is a dangerous wing player. She's going to create so many mismatches.
Flemings knocks out a 3. She was in the three-point contest last night.
She's just getting comfortable in that blue, that's all. That's
everybody knows that I love me some JC. I will be rooting for JC number 2 at Notre Dame this year. I really like her. And shout out to Trinity Jones for going to Clemson and making her own name.
Lola Lampley headed to LSU. Tight defense there from Trinity Jones, a standout in the scrimmage the other night. But Lampley takes it right back.
I see that defense, Lola.
And Lampley, the air ball, but Jackson, the offensive board. And Chasey Abee, Notre Dame commit with the steal.
Yeah, Abee is another one of those big dynamic guards. Very quick, very agile. You can put her at the 3, I feel like you can put her at the 4. And then defensively, I feel like she could lock up 1 through 4. I think the Irish have a great defender. Look at that help side. Let's go.
Once again in transition, Abee left it short this time. And here he is, Autumn Fleer, the shortest player in the game at 5'6".
You just like me. I wanted JC bad. I really still like her. Like, if she gets in the portal, call us, girl. Because I like JC.
On the attack again. Oh, pretty move against Zoe Bryant.
Little rondo, okay? I like it. Bringing it to Phoenix. You have to sell the moves, right? I mean, these are elite players out here. So if you're going to make something like that work, you really got to commit.
We've seen some of these moves in practices this week. Oh, Trinity Jones counted and a foul.
I know that's
a chance at 4 for Jones.
Jones has so much versatility, and when she gets her ball handling down and crispy, ooh, watch out. Clemson getting a terrific player here. Catch, she's got range. A little tap on the wrist there, that's not a problem.
I mean, let's be real, Brooke. You are excited from suburban Chicago. Trinity Jones on the floor.
Yes.
Look out.
Well, as a fellow Chicagoan, that's where a lot of my love comes from. But I have to say, biggest and best personality that we've seen, just absolutely wants to bring out the best in everybody. It's just like, look, I'll talk trash, but it's really for me. It's not against you. And I think she's going to be a transformational player for the Tigers.
Long 2 for Jackson, way short. And it belongs to the West. Yeah, Trinity Jones led all scorers in the scrimmage at 13 points. Again, part of that second unit that's still going to get plenty of playing time here tonight.
And I love what she said about, how I want to get better is she said, I want to be organized, both on the court and off the court. So, on the court, it's organizing ball handling, time dedicated to getting better at the game. And off the court, it's like, make sure I check in with my mom at the right time. Make sure the dishes are done. The dog is walked and out. You know, it's about that real life factor that I also think is going to make her a great player.
How about Lily Williams?
How about?
Headed to Michigan State, stepping out at 6'5".
Yeah, she is a local player for Michigan State who always wanted to stay and go somewhere big, finally has that opportunity. And we saw some major defense from her the other day, blocking shots left and right. And Fleary going to get called for the walk. I like how low she moves. She's so quick. Just can stop on a dime at the baseline. Really like Lily Williams. Her game is just going to grow. And at 6'5", she moves incredibly well.
From homeschooled almost her entire life to public school her senior year. What an adjustment. She told us about waking up at 6:30 a.m. for practice every day. That was new coming from the homeschool world as Olivia Jones draws the foul. And it was just blocked out of bounds. Ball remains with the East. And once again, Chasey Abe, a menace, and she scoops it home to put the West in front.
See how she had her left hand back as if to say, you know, guard her shot a little more. It's a little tweak, right? Just something that you notice, a nuance in her game that lets you know how good she is.
And out for Jackson. Final minute of the quarter, and there's a foul as Trinity Jones came up with it. Olivia Jones, no relation, headed to Vanderbilt, committed the foul.
Here's B again. Able to get out and read where the ball is going. And the Irish always bring in players who are good with their peripheral vision, who can look out in the lane and get those deflections that lead to steals.
Jones going to work against Jordan Jackson, got it away. Bella Flemings again from the corner, and couldn't hit this time. Fleary on the break.
That's a charge.
And offensive foul, Madden Greenway hitting the deck for the West.
And yes, to answer your question, she is named Madden after John Madden. Her father, of course, played for the Vikings 11 years. So naturally, she's ready to take on that tackle. There is nothing more I love on defense than a charge. And Greenway, who's a speedy player, showing her defensive prowess there.
Dad Chad was former All-American linebacker at Iowa, two-time Pro Bowler with Minnesota in the NFL.
And mom ran track and field at Iowa, so that's where the speed comes from.
And count that one for Lampley, or no?
Let's go!
Greenway taking the charge.
All right, we got early MVP vibes going on right now on the defensive end. Madden Greenway, 5'8". Yeah, I'd say super excited, you can see, ready to take on charges.
She's used to being on the big stage.
Oh, yeah.
Abib banks it in at the buzzer.
Oh, luck of the Irish there in the first quarter.
Boy, J.C. Abib giving the West a spark off the bench here in the final few minutes.
Yeah, JCB living her best life deep here in Phoenix, getting it done in quarter one.
Don't worry, I'm just over here crying, thinking about what could have been with JC. I wanted JC bad. It was down to like us in Notre Dame, bro. Like Coach Ivy, Coach Mulkey. Coach Ivy, Coach Mulkey. Yes, y'all. I think we all agree that we need centers. I want 6'5", 6'7", 6'11", 7-foot centers. International experience. Played professional. Ready for the WNBA in my opinion. Are you kidding me? Like, I need Coach Mulkey to get back to her Baylor days. Like, I'm not playing. Yes. 7 foot in my paint. The only reason why they're not in the WNBA is because they're not old enough. But they play professional in their country. That's what the type I'm talking about. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. That's what I had said. I'm gonna wait. Sometimes when you miss out that first round, they double back. Huh? Why are you touching my iPad? Oh, yeah. Yeah, but no, for real. Yeah, y'all, this is just these girls showing their skill, showing their talent. It's just a fun game where everybody get to put their skills on display before they go to college.
In San Jose, coverage beginning Sunday at 5 Eastern, also available on ESPN.
But all of these freshmen are going to be good for their schools next year. That's exciting.
A couple of charges for the West. A star on the court, a star on the pitch herself at Providence Academy in Minnesota. The all-time leading goal scorer.
Literally, I want every rebound to be yours. You have to feel like you don't care if it's in another person's hand. You still want that rebound. That's the type of energy I need. Defense. Nobody's scoring in your paint. Like, that's what I'm looking for.
For a long time, we became this specialized culture, and it led to burnout. And I think it leads to a lot of injuries. You got to keep it light because you got to learn different aspects of other games, different teammates, different situations. And I do ultimately think it comes in handy to further the sport that you want to make your focus.
And basketball is in Greenway's future as Sanaya Hall puts it in for the East. She's got 7. Then Greenway headed to Kentucky. Velichko on her way to Iowa, rattles one home. The highest ranked recruit for Iowa since, yes, Caitlin Clark 6 years ago.
Remember that name? And she's shown skill on the both offensive and defensive end as Swords finally gets on the board.
Savvy Swords headed to Kentucky, like Greenway. Will not join her sister Sila at Michigan, as she told us. Yeah, it was a hard decision, but I wanted to create my own path.
Yeah, and I understand that. You know, she's a player and has gone through so much, you know, recovering from the ACL tear and having to be, you know, kind of on a team, but not exactly being able to be involved. And so she said, for me, it wasn't even just about coming back physically, but then you got to get back there out on the court and say, am I the same player who I used to be? And I think she's come back maybe even stronger, Ted. So I'm excited to see, you know, what she brings to Kentucky. You don't always got to do what big sisters do. I have 2 older sisters myself, but, you know, you love them, and also you got to be your own woman.
Leslie Spate put it in again from the mid-range for the West. Swords looking inside to Vukosa, and it's taken away by Jersey Robinson. Robinson, bully ball. Didn't drop. Brianna Crittenden the rebound. And Crittenden puts it in with a foul. Future Longhorn heading to the line for one more.
Vic Schaefer is smiling ear to ear watching this big in the paint, get the offensive rebound. Crittenden bodies 4, 5 All-Americans in red around her for the and one. Yes, we're going to clip that one.
Now fun for her right now, playing with 2 of her future teammates at Texas, and Addison Bajorn and Lizzie Spate for the West. Pull at the other end. Counted and a foul.
Yeah, girl, she knows she can't use my iPad.
What? She's able to get her shot off, right?
I took my iPad.
Handle on the basketball.
But anytime they do use my iPad, I sign out of my YouTube. I will never let that happen again.
In the scrimmage on the
YouTube
first
do
day,
not
it
play
just
that.
continued to be a
Oh my
terrific
gosh.
one-on-one matchup to watch. The battle of the SCs right there.
That's the 3rd time that Jersey Robinson has fouled Sanaya Hall as Lizzie
But thank you,
Spate draws
Marcia.
one. Now, by the way, 6 fouls and you're out in the McDonald's game. Robinson picking up her 3rd.
Got to make the most of the night, don't you?
I think
Why
you're
not
just
rack up
fine.
stats everywhere?
Yeah, a true stat stuffer.
Exactly.
Jersey Robinson. Spate, top 20 player in the class, and one of the biggest risers over the summer, Brooke. Product of Bishop Gorman in Las Vegas. Her head coach, Cheryl Krompetich, coached in this game last year. I love how she describes Spade. She is our quarterback. She is our everything. And that's what she's going to be at Texas.
Right, and just somebody who, at her size, you have to overcompensate with making an efficient game. You know, you have to be able to assist, create for other players, no wasted dribbles, no help side defense, but help there. I love the back cut from Savvy.
Nice pass by Addie Nemchek, who's headed to Indiana. First McDonald's All-American to sign with Indiana out of high school. Now Nemchek trying to keep up with Robinson. And she splashes that one home. Missed a few shots in the first quarter, but that's not going to deter her. Harpring is fouled.
All right, love when players move without the basketball. A little jab, step, backdoor. That's how you beat pressure, Ted. That's, you know, bringing the defense up high by the free throw line. And then Jersey Robinson stop, through the legs, step back. Ooh, that's so pretty. We've seen her make some incredibly tough shots in these last couple of days. So, you know, for her to miss a couple, it's like, who cares? She's going to make the next one.
Harpring at the line. She told us the other day, Dad Matt's advice to her this week, show them who you are. I think she's done that. Crittenden off the spin, and she traveled. Texas and Kentucky have the most McDonald's All-Americans in this game, both with 3. Again, all 3 on the floor for Texas at the moment for the West. Harpring got cut off by Crittenden, attacking again. And once again, Crittenden holding her ground. Now Sanaya Hall triggers the 3. Oh, and look out. Boy, Kate Harpring is in a lot of pain. Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Oh my gosh, praying for that baby girl. Praying for that baby girl. She looks like she's in excruciating pain. I hate seeing that. So sorry.
When we sat down with Kate Harpring the other day, Brooke, she told us about her long road from shoulder issues in junior high. She told us that she tore her labrum in 8th grade, had surgery that really helped her. But in her team's state championship in Georgia, that shoulder did pop out. She continued the game. But my goodness, to have this happen on this stage.
Yeah, this is tough. And doing it off a hustle play at that. You want to go after the rebound and you just see immediate pain in that shoulder, trying to work it out. The training staff attending to her right away. And her teammates clapping it off. Don't get a chance to evaluate her, but yeah, it's just a scary sight to see players in pain like that. And you know how hard she's worked to get to this point through shoulder injuries. So try to provide an update when we have one. And just wish for the best for her for right now.
The 10 to shoot here in the West comes up with the steal. You saw the numbers there. Harpring did put up 40 points in that state championship game, despite the shoulder that popped out. She returned to the game. We'll see about tonight as the whistle blows here. Well, it is an honor for every player that steps on the floor tonight. It is also an honor for these coaches. Stan Bench coaching the East, 4-time state champion at Ben Davis High School in Indianapolis, and 14 wins away from the all-time record in Indiana high school girls basketball, more than 700 in his career. And how special for Candace Gonzalez from Mesquite High School, about 40 miles to the east, in Gilbert, coaching the West here tonight.
These coaches are nominated. I mean, they can only do it once, and they've all talked about just what a special opportunity is for them to have this talented roster. But you got to put it all together. I mean, these coaches have a really hard job to make sure that the best in the country are playing the right lineups, the right minutes, everybody's in the right sets. That's a lot to go through for them as well.
Robinson, the pull-up, a long 2, spins out. And Vukosa, Spate trying to rip it away, jump ball.
That's what I love about Spate. Undersized, but able to go in there, you know, just at 5'7" and Getting her hands right on the ball against 6'5" Vukosa. She's got a lot of strength.
West ball with the arrow. Down low, Crittenden in a crowd. Just trying to find Robinson, but the West turns it over. Janica Lewis in the game, headed to Notre Dame, just like JCB on the west side. Lewis known as a sharpshooter. Now Hall got the step on Bajorn. Wild shot, no good. And a rebound for Velichko. Nice job by Bajorn, sticking with Hall. Crittenden.
Dimchak has played solid defense. I like the way they attack the game.
Spate the hit ahead. And Bajorn's all alone for two. The Longhorn connection.
And read the play well. I mean, Bajorn, he's one of those players who's going to give you so many matchup nightmares. She can defend a lot of different positions, and she anticipates well, Ted. So I think that's what we're seeing is her ability to step into the three when she needs to, or just defend the three, I should say, and then Hall stepping into the three when she needs to.
Second three for the #1 player in the class, and Sanaya Hall now has 13. The East within 6.
Sanaya Hall, you gonna leave her one-on-one hands down? Yeah, she's gonna take that shot. We're out west, this is her home.
Good luck going after our fans. We have a 100's meal at McDonald's.
You mean the Sada Boys breakfast meal?
Ours has ramen McShaker fries.
Ours has hash browns.
Hash browns.
Zoe!
It's a battle for the fans.
I think Texas and USC have the most players in this. Like, Texas got 3 players on the floor right now. Texas is literally reloading. They get lots of coin. And one thing I respect about Texas is they know how to put together a roster. You see, they have the bigs, they have the forwards, they have the centers, they have the freaking shooting guards, they have point guards, they have what you need to win. They're not lopsided in any area. So I could at least respect that. But guys, if y'all do have Twitter, today I did put together a thread. And Coach Gabe did follow me and repost this thread. So if y'all want to check it out, it'd be good for you guys to just get quick information about Coach Gabe. It's right here. Dang, I don't know why I did all that. What the heck? All right, it's back. I don't know why the heck it's doing all that. The devil is a liar. But yeah, I did make that thread today, and it's about Coach Gabe.
It's the #1 player in the class of 2023. Stand out on this court a few years back in Houston. To Chazzy Davidson last year in Brooklyn, #1 in the class of 2025. To 2026, and now Sanaya Hall with 13 points in this first half for the East.
I will say, once we get those centers, I want Coach Mulkey to schedule differently. Sorry, I'll say it. I used to be like defending Coach Mulkey with the scheduling. I can't defend it no more.
Everybody,
I'm sorry.
women's basketball
I
fan.
can't.
And you're right, Lindsay Gottlieb has done.
If you're gonna schedule a couple of HBCUs, girl, go down to the real conference and
a team role and
for the Thanksgiving thing. Like, I don't want us playing nobody for the Thanksgiving. I want us to be actually playing somebody or something.
She's ready for the alt-cast on our YouTube. ESPN at Sports Center next. Boy,
give me 5 cupcakes, a half a dozen. Don't give me no full dozen. Give me just 6.
How about that?
I don't need 12 cupcakes. I don't.
Not only is she a quick guard, she's a strong guard. So anybody.
Our baby girls this year, our freshmen, they could have really used some tougher games. They didn't know they couldn't rebound. They didn't know they couldn't rebound until Kentucky. They thought they were the hottest things popping.
Well, you know,
but that's
Ashland
that
Jackson
schedule.
has done such a good job developing her game, and of course, you know, we were saying her name quite a bit a few years ago. So I think she's got that same path.
We gotta schedule better, bro.
And Duke's a place where it's all about player development. I mean, Carol Austin's trying to get you to the pros and do it as a two-way player. So that's what
I agree, Ree. I just said that earlier. I hope Coach Mulkey uses more roster spots.
From the pull-up mid-range shot.
By the way, good to see that Kate Harpring has made her way back from the locker room onto the bench, at the very least, for the East.
Looks like she's got her left shoulder taped up.
Lampley hits for the East. Boy, Lampley hit a few of those in the scrimmage as well.
I love her potential. You know, we've seen some really great moments from her, and she's a good, solid defender. You see just wide wing base, interested. Kim Mulkey's going to love that.
And I do hope she scheduled Rutgers.
Right there, that help side.
That would be nice.
A huge block in Baton Rouge. She's going to send that one to the bleachers.
Now Jenica Lewis got past Bella Fleming.
Get down to that paint, Lola.
Abid. And big minutes in that first quarter. An air ball here. Fleary headed to Duke just like Bella Flemings. And Olivia Jones curls it down. Vanderbilt's highest ranked recruit since Michaela Blake's, and she's got a little bit of Michaela Blake's in her game.
Oh, she's got the mentality, you know, the toughness that is required to play for Shea Ralph, and also such a high-level thinker of the game. You know, she felt safe. She loved the community. She felt like Shea Ralph saw so much value in her. And so for her, that was the decision. She said she felt it in her gut. So this is good vibes immediately. And
all right, y'all. So there's supposed to be a combine coming up to help up your draft stock for the WNBA. Amaya Joyner has announced that she will be attending, and also Lastrapoa is going to be in that. So that could be another thing we could stream if y'all want.
Greenway.
My and Poa. Janiyah Barker is going to be there. Sasha Washington.
And out of bounds, heading the other way. Lily Williams is a presence at the rim.
We could stream that to support my.
She heads to Michigan State.
Yeah, I mean, if that's not a Big Ten big, I don't know who is. She absolutely fits the mold. She's got size, great defensive.
No, it's not today. I don't even know when it is. I would have to look. I'm just saying, I just saw a post that she's going to be attending.
That's what she wants to do, and I love that.
No, I don't mind. I'd be wanting to find stuff to stream in the off
I feel
season.
good.
But we'll have
Right
Flage
there
to stream
gets
too.
Jones.
The draft and all of that.
Nice closeout by Olivia Jones, and Flemings with the extra step.
Good footwork by Jones.
I just hope and pray Texas does not get Hannah Hidalgo.
It's easy to do, but Jones has those quick feet.
I'm hearing loud rumors that she is going to Texas, and Lord, please no. No.
Now Williams
We
in
do
the
not need
offensive
Hannah
end, over the
Hidalgo
top.
at Texas at all.
Now B finding Ashlyn Copel out to Flemings. Hit from that spot earlier, couldn't do it here. Lampley.
Come on,
Around
Lamp.
Trinity Jones, and she draws the foul this time.
Got to the foul line. That's the problem waiting to happen. Like, no.
So two shots coming out for Lampley.
Come on,
Lawrence
Lola.
Central High School in Indianapolis. We've got our
Way to knock him
ESPN
down.
NBA Wednesday doubleheader The Celtics are in Miami to take on the Heat at 7:30 Eastern. Then the Spurs out west against the Warriors. NBA Countdown crew tipping things off at 7.
Nice.
Boy, a lot of McDonald's
She was
All-Americans
so
in those
impressive.
two games
Hannah's a
as
real dog.
well.
Like, she's a dog.
See the boys coming up here later tonight.
Well, Charmy, it's okay.
Jones over Lily
That time
Williams.
is at
Williams might have got a piece of
7:15.
that.
So.
Yes.
Jones better pay her back right now.
Williams running the floor, and she banks it home. The block at one end and the
All
block
right,
at the other.
Easton brought it back before
It's
halftime.
an 8-0 run for the East. They're within a point.
Yeah, every time Lily Williams has been in the game, she has made an impact. Immediately at the scrimmage, right there, altering the shot of Jones, who wanted to get that back.
Lewis, the pull-up. And the air ball over Ashlyn Copel.
Right now, I would say Texas has the best chance to win it all. Their roster construction, the way they
Come
play.
back, after East took that big lead in the scrimmage.
Like, I can see them in UConn in the national game, and then Texas finding a way to win.
That's all in her first
But it'd
name.
be
A
mixed up
three ball
between
for
those two for me.
Jones.
Trifecta opportunity.
The
She
second
keep drawing
time
them
for Jones
fouls.
and a foul at this
Getting
end. with
back to
just
the
under a
line
minute to
again.
play in the half. Fouls on Jones after she hit that three. Her second.
I like that court composure. I
Lampley
got
back at the
you.
line.
Talking
The
to
only
her
future
teammates.
LSU
I like
Tiger
that.
in the game. Sister Jayla plays at Mississippi State, but she decided to join Kim Mulkey at LSU.
Well, her sister don't play for
Lampley,
Mississippi
just
State no
in her
more.
frame and how athletic she is out there, the potential that she's going to have when she gets into reps. Again, LSU, another terrific place to have that player build up.
Her sister literally just got in the portal and announced it today.
Quickly. She's got such a great base to her game.
I like that defensive stance right there, Coach Bob gonna like that.
Heading out, remember
Coach
her
Bob gonna like that.
performance on this stage back in 2022, both on the court and on the mic.
Okay, she led us off with
Nice pass up the
unique
floor, Lola.
rep
Oh,
set
nice
to
cut.
get
I
her
like
as
that.
Fleury gets the end one.
How about that from Autumn Fleury, smallest player
I
in
like
the
players that
game,
know how
cut
to
up
move
big.
without the ball. Wait, I think she
It's the
visited
cuts for
us,
me in
Autumn
this game. That's
Fleury.
made the
I
difference.
remember seeing
It's
her on the
moves like
LSU
that, moving
visit.
without the basketball, catching your defender off guard.
I
And a
like
quick
players
one at
that move without
so
the
to
ball
get in front
for
of Greenway,
sure.
takes speed.
I remember
But
her
you know,
visiting
Fleury's got it.
us.
Now, Fleury from the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia, just like her future head coach, Kara Lawson.
No, that
Says,
doesn't work
"I
no
always
more,
wanted to
dog.
recruit a
I'm
point
sorry.
guard
And I used to
from the
be an
region."
avid defender
Now
of
she's
the
got one.
scheduling, but no. Not in
Copel
today's day and age.
Off the mark, offensive
Like I
rebound
said, give
from
me a
Lee.
half a dozen.
An offensive foul. Jenica Lewis hitting the floor for the East.
We weren't on her top 16 and made her top 5. I like that.
Jenica Lewis from Iowa.
Where's she going? Where Autumn Fleury
setting
going?
up. She knew that was coming. Sold it a little bit.
And-
That's
and,
all right. You gotta
um,
pick up that skill too.
Shot clock turned off. A chance for the East to go in front.
Duke, dang, Duke.
Lily Williams gonna have to put it up, and a B got a piece of it. So the first half comes to a close with the West up by 1. Class of 2026 shining here in the Valley of the Sun. A 40-39 lead for the West here in Glendale. We're seeing the future stars of the game here tonight.
Good luck going after our fans. We have 100.
All right, y'all. So it's halftime of that game. I don't even know how long halftime is. Hopefully only like maybe 10 minutes or less.
Maybe we find time for a little potluck. Bring those red.
All right. So this was the big news that dropped today. Coach Mulkey says, Gabe will be an outstanding addition to our staff. He has been an invaluable member of 2 SEC staffs with an unbelievable ability to teach the game and recruit the best players in the country. Gabe will impact our program at the highest level, and his unmatched work ethic will lead to great results on the court and on the recruiting trail. It doesn't matter if Gabe is out recruiting or coaching on the floor, because his contributions he will make towards our program will be significant. Again, that was Coach Mulkey on the hire of Gabe Lazo. I hope I'm saying his last name correctly, Lazo. But yeah, he comes from Tennessee most recently. He just resigned. From what a lot of the Tennessee reporters were saying, he resigned. And then it was announced that he was hired at LSU. If you guys don't remember, let me pull this up because I didn't show this on stream. Right here. Let me play this because Coach Mulkey, this is right after the game. If y'all remember, there was a lot of rumors while we were playing that Sweet 16 game where everybody was saying that it was official. Coach Mulkey was going to be announcing her retirement. So when she dismarked those retirement rumors, she said, I'm on the phone. I plan to hire 2 assistant coaches quickly. And that was just a couple of days ago. And it's already been announced that she's read up with Coach Lonzo, who I believe to be an international type of coach where he can go overseas and get Mulkey some bigs. If y'all don't know, she's been telling us, she told us before the tournament even started, y'all, I've never won a national championship without dominant bigs. We're going to do the best we can, but I need dominant post play. Coach Mulkey's system works best with dominant post play. So she did also say she's hitting the portal for 2 to 3 players, and I hope it's 2 to 3 centers.
That's what I hope.
Question in the front right here.
Michael Vogel, ESPN.com. Please forgive me for having to ask you this. I know you don't pay a lot of attention to social media during this game. Somebody online claiming to be an LSU insider said you were retiring when this season was ending. Do you have any comment on that?
You are now explaining to me why my phone was blowing up with that same question. And I said to this person, I'm not retiring. Do I look that bad? I don't know where that came from. I'm only 63 and I'm healthy with a few stents in my heart. My doctor says I'm good to go. I have no clue where that stuff comes from, guys. I've never, ever told anybody that. There are moments where you feel like, why am I doing this? But Vopal, I don't get how people can just write crap on social media. That has to make y'all feel really bad as journalists. Do some of y'all write that crap on there? Huh? That has to make you feel terrible. And you get away with it. And people believe it. My mother called, how's Kramer doing? My son, I said, what are you talking about? Well, he had his leg cut off in an accident today. See, older people especially believe that stuff. I'm not retiring. I plan to hire 2 coaches quickly. I plan to get in the portal and get 2 or 3 more players and take a little time off, go see my grandchildren who actually flew in and got in late and didn't even see the game, but I'll get to visit with them tonight in the hotel. But there is no retiring. I think that's used a lot in recruiting. I think as we get older as coaches, they want to say, well, how much longer is she going to be in the game? I'm going to be in this game unless LSU fires me, okay, until I can't put a product on that floor that's competitive or my health fails me. So I would appreciate all of you in here, whoever put that out, if you know who they are, you need to stop it when you see it, because it's just a flat out lie.
Well, as y'all can hear, Coach Mulkey cleared that up. And she speaks what she do. She says she planned on hiring 2 assistant coaches. 1 got announced already, and I am hearing some other names for that Daphne position. So we'll see who she gets there, but super exciting to hear that. Oh, they just posted a clip of her.
Family feeling. Coach Banghar, I feel like, is the perfect head coach for me, along with the players and the rest of the staff. I feel like I fit just right in.
Z needs to go back to the 2 or the 3, but she definitely don't need to play the 4 for us no more. That's not her position, and that's not fair.
I'm excited for the one-on-ones. Hopefully I can get the win in that, but then ultimately the game tomorrow, I'm just super excited to
I've been hearing a name, Alex Simmons. She was, she's played for Tennessee under Pat Summitt, won 2 national championships, I believe, with Candace Parker's team. She was just the head coach at Memphis. She was let go from there. But previous before that, in her other stint, she's developed post players. The other name that I've heard is Nina Davis. You guys know Nina Davis. She played for Coach Mulkey at Baylor. That's another big name I've heard. She's very good on the international big scene. If y'all remember when we played Mississippi State, that player that Angel told bye-bye to, Anastasia, she was a really, really good post player, and she was from overseas. That was Nina's recruit and her developmental person. So she's really good with that. And then the other name that I heard is Satya. She was already a coach for Coach Mulkey at both Baylor and LSU. So those are the 3 names that I've heard. Satya, Nina, and Alex Simmons. I have not heard anything about Kaylin Gilbert returning or not returning, if she's got a red shirt or not, anything.
And then being able to bother everybody on their shot and getting creative, the footwork that we would see a little bit later in this contest as well. But look,
oh, okay, so it's this upcoming weekend, that combine I was telling y'all about. I guess it's at 11 a.m. If I can find it, I'll stream it, and I know most of y'all work and have stuff to do throughout the day, so I will just post it. It's supposed to be at like 11 a.m. We'll see.
He was the show in the dunk contest. The vertical bounce is
the portal's supposed to close like April 15th or something like that. I know it's not all summer how it used to be. I would say around April 15th, but I'll just have to go check for y'all. What you doing with all that? Do this mommy get on stream? Y'all just be getting stuff. Here. Here one. Here one. Oh, you already got one. You come in here with me.
and her 2 other McDonald's All-American.
No, because I don't want to touch it.
ESPN networks as we crown high school national champions. It is halftime of the McDonald's All-American Girls game, and the second half is on the way.
Oh, man.
I can stream whatever y'all want me to stream. Expansion draft, regular draft, I don't care. I'll stream it. Let me check for y'all.
I want you to drink them, Mom.
Huh?
I want you to drink them, Mom.
Here you go. Okay, so the new rules is that there's a 15-day deadline that opens the day after the NCAA national championship game. The national championship game for the women is going to be on April 5th. So, yeah. Okay, right here. So it opens on April 6th and it closes on April 20th. That's it. That's all. We will not have to be all the way into June and July and wondering who we got, who we didn't get, who's still in there. That's it. You can announce now, but you can't officially talk to nobody, go on any visits unless you're a grad transfer until April 6th. And then April 20th, you got to be signed, sealed, and delivered to your new team. So that's good. And I surely expect Coach Mulkey to have her other staff member announced before then as well. So women's basketball about to get real busy with the transfer portal, the expansion draft, the regular draft. It'll be fun. It'll be definitely fun. I will be watching the national championship game. That'll be fun. Me too. I feel like the breath of fresh air almost. You know what I mean? Like a new era is upon us. There's nobody left from the 2023 national championship team. We're not trying to, obviously we're trying to get to the same place, but you can't try to like remake that magic in a sense. Like that was magic. Now you got to get back to the realities of the hard work that it takes. Start with the bigs. Build in and out. Yeah, that's the thing. When you think about the transfer portal, you only think about who we're getting. We don't usually think about who's leaving. So I hope we don't have any huge surprises. I wouldn't say Divine was a huge surprise, just to be honest with y'all. It was kind of expected, just with the way that she like looked on the bench and just seemed a little homesick or unhappy. So I truly wish her the best. I like Divine. And I wish her the best, but I wouldn't say it's a surprise. But yeah, I wouldn't want to see Jada go, and I'm hearing rumors about Jada leaving. I definitely don't want to see Michaela or Malaysia leave. Obviously, every year they get really big offers to get in the portal and leave, tampering, etc. But everybody got to make their decision that's best for them at the end of the day.
Injury, obviously. Her quick angles to get to the rim.
Not yawning.
It was one after this rebound where she injured that left shoulder. You could see how much it bothered her, and able to come back from halftime, wrapped up, ready to go. Serious look on her face. That's a baller right there, Ted.
She hasn't returned yet, but she came out of the locker room warming up. Tape there on the
Yawning has me literally weak. Y'all play way too much. Yawning?
The second half, like you said, Sanaya Hall, the leading scorer in the game, 13 points, couple of threes for the future.
I just don't want to see the Bella, Grace, Dakaya leave. I want my freshmen to stay.
For the West, which is up by 1, 42-39. Let's get ready for the start of this second half.
Right, that's what I was thinking. If Jada going anywhere, it's to like Syracuse area to be by her man. That's her long-term man. They've been together since high school days. So if she going anywhere, it's more than likely closer to him.
three. The drive against Velichko, and the finish by Nemchek.
Like that kind of a partial assist, the block, we can give it a little bit of both. Yeah, but Hall, I like that right off the bounce here, not necessarily settling for that three-point shot. I don't think that was a good plan to kind of get into the paint a little more early.
So the East back in front. First time since the first quarter. Olivia Edwards, the number 2 player behind Sanaya Hall, headed to Tennessee with the soft touch.
Ooh, good pass, a good cut. Oh.
Beautiful movement. Vukosa couldn't finish. Edwards brings it down, and a jump ball. So it belongs to the West.
Last night we saw Olivia Edwards hanging off the rim. This time we'll see her do a little fadeaway jump shot. And over future Husky Vukosa. Tennessee on UConn battle. A little too early for that.
Both go by Big O. Number 2 and 3 players in the class. Edwards, no, but the whistle blows. And we got a wedgie.
Go ahead and get it, Olivia. Yep. No problem.
Olivia Edwards has got the bounce to retrieve it. We saw it last night at the Sprite Jam Fest.
I mean, she didn't even warm up last night. Don't worry about it, guys. This is what they call a little light work.
I would have been impressed if she tips it up and then dunks it right away.
Wouldn't have been surprised.
Yep. Again, throwing it down with ease last night. The runner-up to Jackson Richardson in the dunk contest. I can't get that image of her feet on the rim out of my mind.
Yeah, that was special. I've never seen a Spider-Man finish to the dunk contest, and we'll just act like.
Hey, Lampley is number 4 in red. She's in their second group, but she's been doing pretty good in her minutes. We should see her back on the court soon.
She got her whole forearm above the rim. It wasn't like just barely some fingertips in there. She threw that thing down.
And Harbring couldn't hit the fade. Edwards the rebound. Spade finds her future college teammate. Addie Bajorn bounces off. And Sanaya Hall the other way.
Good decision by Hall.
And McDonald, oh, that is usually money way off. Nemchek misses. And Lizzie Spade coming this way. Longhorn to Longhorn here. And Brianna Crittenden pays it off with a 3.
How impressive is she, right? I mean, she just comes in, does her job. Not a flashy player at all, but so effective.
Hall, Addison Bajorn with the defensive play. And Spade ahead to Bajorn. Once again, the future Longhorns hooking up. Hook 'em horns.
Is this a preview of things to come? Is this the Longhorns year to take the title, the 3 McDonald's All-Americans, and be right back here next year?
That Texas starting 5 this year is they're back in the Final Four, comprised entirely of former McDonald's All-Americans. Crittenden came up with the steal, but a foul called.
Max, watch this play. Spade, a little dish off to Crittenden. Perfect balance. Nice looking 3, and the block on the other end. Edwards, the baseball pass ahead to your teammate for the easy assist.
Boy, how much fun are they having in that group for the West? Spade, Bajorn, and Crittenden looking to contribute right away next year for Texas.
You know what's fun about that, Ted, is that they're going to bring that into the summer, into the fall, having already created those little moments of chemistry. So they'll show up again next year in the regular season.
Now Bajorn with the steal. Numbers for the West. And Bajorn stripped by McDonald. Out of bounds, but it stays with the West. It's the number 2 recruiting class in the country, behind only USC. Crittenden committed by FaceTiming with Vic Schaefer. And as she put it, hey, coach, you have room for one more? Made Vic Schaefer's day. The next day, Addie Bajorn commits.
Oh, wow. The Longhorns getting some great news back-to-back. Maybe some more by the end of the Final Four. We'll see.
Forward to that rematch between Texas and UCLA. Texas handing UCLA its only loss of the season as Edwards draws the foul. That'll be Friday night, just across town, about 20 miles to the east in downtown Phoenix. We're here in Glendale at Desert Diamond Arena. And Edwards is back at the line. electrified that dunk contest last night at Millennium High School.
It's worth another look. It's worth many looks.
Yes.
Two hands, alley-oop, feet on the backboard. And that doesn't even show how hype she got the crowd on both dunks. The first one just caught everybody off guard. The second one was like, are you kidding me? How did you even have that in your bag? And then just add a little creativity on the end of it was everything. It was icing on the cake.
Now defending Sanaya Hall. That's 1 versus 2 in the country. And Heartbreak blocked by Edwards.
We can't let Big O do that to us next year, bro. We got to get some bigs.
Addie Nemchek, future Hoosier in transition. And Bajorn there got a piece of it. Robinson off the mark. Tough shooting night for Jersey Robinson on her way to South Carolina.
I'd like to see McDonald get a 3, but that was a terrific pass down low.
And Hall, it drops through. Another chance at a 3-point play for the #1 player in the class.
She keeps her concentration no matter what, right? I mean, 2-3 defenders hanging on her, it's no problem. Moving without the basketball has been the name of the game. That's a great cut by Nemchek, and then getting in front for the offensive put back. Bang, bang, going up against 3 defenders. This is a tough play here. You're going to have to create some space and go up amongst the trees to finish, and she did.
Missed the free throw, but the rebound for the East, and there's Jenica Lewis from downtown.
Lewis, she's game ready. You just put her in, and she is ready. Mentally, physically, ready to lock you up, play the game the right way, like she says. Contributor, she's coming right in, ready to shoot. I love that.
Robinson draws the foul. Maybe she can get going from the line. You see a little bit of Mabry energy in Jenica Lewis.
I do. You know, she had that presence about her, that toughness, as if to say, I don't care what name you got on the back of your jersey. I am ready to play for the name on the front of my jersey, and that's all that matters.
Now, Lewis did not lose often at Johnston High School in Iowa. Led the Dragons to 3 state titles, and in a row from her sophomore year to senior year, where they went 79-0, 2 losses in 4 years.
Insane. That's insane. I mean, to build up that amount of excellence and to do it consistently, that's where the real progress happens. You want to stay in that championship form for so long. It tells you what kind of competitor she is. Nice hands from Hall.
And the deuce. 2 more for Sanaya Hall. East within a bucket. 17 for Sanaya Hall to lead all scorers. Best 2 bigs in the class going at it there. Edwards and Fucosa. Nice pass. Velichko missed the 3. Bajorn the offensive rebound. Back to Edwards against Fucosa.
Y'all don't remember, but Aaliyah Del Rosario had one of the best big games that we've ever seen in a McDonald's All-American game, honey. I truly will always say that it was her injury, that first injury, that messed up her trajectory. Because I can go show y'all the highlights of ADR in that McDonald's All-American game.
Thank you.
Like, you wanted her if you saw her in that McDonald's All-American game for sure. I haven't seen it show. Okay, let me find it real quick. I'll bring it up. Because I literally just saw it. I'm about to put it in my bookmarks real quick.
Without the basketball, and that's what I see when I watch her game.
For the East. Rich looking for Del Rosario. Nice pass, and it goes.
The talent speaks for themselves. They just need a camera, a platform, and an opportunity.
Oh, Aaliyah Del Rosario at 6'6" for three. The East said about the evolution of the women's game. How about Aaliyah Del Rosario?
Yeah, I mean, it is hard to find a big anymore that doesn't shoot threes or doesn't.
Headed to Notre Dame. Both on the floor here. Inside, Del Rosario against Muse. Too easy.
Without the basketball, and that's what I see when I watch her game.
I thought that was more highlights, but that's all that they had posted. I had just saw somebody share this today. But yeah, Lily looked real good in that game. If y'all don't remember, she got injured. And it was real hard for her to revamp from them injuries. Oh, Kai there. Shout out Kai. Diana Taurasi there. Yes. That's what I'm telling y'all. Lily was really hurt. That injury, bro.
Love to see it.
That injury, just her rehab from the injury, she was never able to fully get back.
I thought they did a good job. I thought they were fair. I thought that they gave.
But Angel Reese would always push her, and you would see something out of her when she was playing with Angel. Yeah, she got injured, and like y'all saying, it was just a couple of different things that the recovery was never back to that, and the trajectory that that woman was on.
Are you telling Diana Taurasi no? I'm not telling her. I'm saying that's at 11. Whatever she puts up there. Okay?
This one goes to 11. In Spinal Tap. This is Diana Taurasi's town.
Ka really looks like Flage, bro. Like, that's really her WNBA twin.
These players practiced on Diana Taurasi court all week as Matt Greenway hits the jumper for the West. They got to practice, Brooke, at the Phoenix Mercury training facility.
It's beautiful, Tad. We got a chance to see it. Head coach Nate Tibbetts was there from the Phoenix Mercury, and just the amount of sunlight in the building would make me want to stand there as a player. It was so beautiful, fresh, and competitive.
All right, if y'all are just now joining, Lola Lampley is number 4 in red. That is the only LSU Tiger on the court tonight.
Are you kidding?
Number 4 in red with the white t-shirt underneath. In the paint now.
This game, yes, it's going. It's been exciting to watch.
Yes, they really are lookalikes.
Maryland join the East to within 2 again. Sydney Bryant off the mark. Sister of Carter Bryant, who was in this game a couple of years ago, now with the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, Jackson saw that lane.
But finished the
Bryant
pass blows.
I thought that looked clean from here, but I love the explosiveness.
Foul goes against JCB.
Watch this. See, she sees it.
Yeah, we're going to watch some Chicago Sky games, some Connecticut Sun games, and wherever Flage goes. I hope Flage is like a tempo. I would love to see her go to Toronto. That'd be fun.
Take advantage of it, and she sees it.
And from our nation's capital, as Brenda Freese said, hey, Jordan Jackson was in our backyard. We targeted her at such a young age, and she's staying in the region to go to Maryland.
Brenda Freese is a great coach, and she will find a way to get the best out of you, to motivate you. You know, we saw that with Alicia Ottawa this year. You know, basically saying, like, Coach, tell me off if you need to.
Lampley is found, and Jordan Jackson looks like she is wired the same way. Could very well have that viral moment again. Brenda Freese telling her, I believe in you. You have to want this moment. How special that was is after the fact, we were able to dive into both sides of that. That is a coach responding to what the player wanted from her.
And then you sent a text the next day. You're like, hey, sorry I was kind of hard.
You out in the 6th, Reese PCs?
Signed up for.
Yes, I would love that for her.
Say the same about Lola.
I would love that for her.
Kim Mulkey at LSU.
There's already kind of that Drake, LSU, OVO type of connection there, so I think she could do some good in the 6th. Yeah, shout out Canada, shout out Toronto in the chat.
East up 1. You're in the 3-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Bryant. Greenway with the steal.
That's fire. I hope she goes there. I've been seeing her projected to go there. It's not, they're not talking about it, D. It's done. Money transfer deal signed.
in some time.
So quick. We knew about her speed coming in, but what she told us, Ted, was that she wants to learn how to utilize her speed.
Dunking Ike Wilson was Big O, Olivia Edwards, and she is going to Rocky Top.
Lewis.
Ooh, that was nice. That was icy. I liked it, that three. What's her name?
Stop on a dive to pull that one out. Woo-hoo, that was a great shot.
And with the East up by 4, a timeout for the West.
All right, East, let's win it.
Basketball with Jenica Lewis. Fast break. Brad's hands are down. She backs up. Oh, little two-step. Yeah, go ahead.
Woo, step up, boo. I don't even want to see no threes, no buzzer beater threes. Like, y'all don't know how, like, when LSU loses, especially like that, it takes me a couple of days to like mentally get over it. I'll just be thinking every couple of hours, like, dang, LSU really lost. Like, I was so sick, like literally sick. And then Duke had the nerve to be up on UCLA and all that early. I'm like, yo, I'm sick right now, bro. Like, literally. Like, literally hurts. Not okay. Like,
You know, the numbers will continue to rise for her, ranked in the top 25 in the 2026.
We got to, like, after that game, I'm like, we got to do better, bro. Like, for real. I want bigs. I'm tired of playing around. Like, get me rebounders.
Press conference again today.
This is me. Like, I can't watch. I'm not watching.
You know, the intensities here. Everybody coming in. You
like, I'm not watching at all.
And I think Jenica is there.
JCB will join Lewis in South Bend. And that one heads out of bounds. Looks like it'll stick with the West. Boy, the East players thought they didn't touch it, but still West ball, 9 to shoot. Kella Fleming's got to put it up. Don't think she realizes it, and the shot clock runs out.
See, she's right in front of her bench, so I'm looking over to the bench to say, where y'all at? You guys got to be counting down.
Yeah, I think it was like 10, 11 by the time we was like in the third or fourth, whatever. It felt like we were playing midnight basketball. It really did. That was weird of them.
Still East ball.
That was real weird of them.
Inside to Lily Williams at 6'5". And Williams is so tough to handle right underneath the basket. She draws the foul. She told us, Brooke, when she was watching NBA Today when the McDonald's rosters were announced, her first reaction was, oh my gosh, that's my name on TV.
Yeah, she was just hanging out with her mom, waiting for that phone call.
Not stayed up to take an L, mad at work, tired at work. One of my homeboys, like one of my followers, or I follow him too, on Twitter, he was saying that his boss gonna get onto the morning meeting. All right, so I am looking at who's in the Final Four, and I don't see LSU, Ken. He was like, let me call HR. Like, don't play with me right now. Like, I'm not in the mood for all of that.
Jones cuts into it with the jumper.
Come on, Lola.
Just had a big week before heading to Clemson.
Dang, I don't like that pass.
Inside to Williams, out of bounds. A turnover by the East.
Almost threw it straight to the stud butts. Teacher Heidemann and Courtney Williams on the baseline over there.
Judges last night during the dunk contest.
Now, I don't know how fair they were. I didn't get a chance to see their scores. I was looking at the 11s from Taurasi, but I mean, you can't have any better judges than a group of WNBA's best there, and the best personalities. Come on, the stud butts chain.
Were they live? Were they live during
I would sure hope
the
so.
dunk contest?
I hope so.
Jackson rattles it in, and the East back up by 5. Copel, a tough shot there, nicely done. Ashlyn Copel, the first McDonald's All-American in Nebraska basketball history, either on the men's or women's sides.
I will say I would like to see Lola in more position for some rebounds.
hit a couple of threes already. Now Lampley against a B, and a B got a piece of that.
B's got a piece of a few basketballs tonight, and not only that, she's blocking shots, she's deflecting them, and then she's finishing on the offensive end. That's the two-way player Niele Ivey is getting at Notre Dame.
Slight difference between the clocks here. Flemings pulled the string, and the East can hold for the final shot.
Lily Williams wants the ball, but Lewis is like, I got it.
Boy, she has that kind of range. Came up short, loose ball. Lewis, another opportunity. And Sydney Bryant was there. No foul at the end of the quarter, and Jenica Lewis is perplexed.
Well, the official was a little bit further down in position. I mean, this little contact never hurt anybody in the McDonald's games. Come on.
A little.
Whoa.
Maybe. Just maybe.
But I will say though, Brandon, I think a lot of the reason why we're unable to break those habits is that scheduling. For me, I'm going to keep bringing it back to the scheduling, and everybody can say it's not that. Then we pick up a lot of those bad habits where you don't have to play full perimeter defense. Like if you get blown out game 1, game 4, game 6, by game 12, 15, 17, you're going to know how to defend on the perimeter for sure. You're going to know how to get that last rebound. You're not going to want to keep losing. I don't care if we lose a couple of games in the beginning of the season and we're prepared for the remainder of the year. There's no way you're telling me if we didn't play better games, we're losing to Kentucky. We're playing how we played versus Vandy. Like, I really will keep saying, like, I really don't believe they thought that they could not rebound until they played Kentucky. And Tiani Key had an Angel Reese performance against us. They're like, huh? We can't rebound? Not playing nobody with height, not playing nobody with lanes, not playing nobody who can, you know what I mean, post up and really make it difficult in there for you, where you really have to get two hands on the ball. Like, all of that tapping stuff that we was doing, like, in the non-conference, in the SEC, you can't do that. Like, I used to defend Mulkey. I can't defend it no more. I'm sorry. And I love Mulkey. I just can't defend it no more. It's competition. Even Texas Tech. Like Jacksonville, we gave up way too many points. 68 points to Jacksonville round 1. Mulkey was saying the defense is not good enough. And the defense just simply ended up not being good enough. So I hope somebody get in her ear, like, please, Mulkey, please schedule better. I do agree that it was a travel, but they're not going to call that in that moment. They not. I would have rather us fouled her and sent her to the line for the 3 shots. Tied it up if she hit 2 or whatever. You know what I mean?
25th anniversary of the McDonald's All-American Girls Game, the 25th rosters that have been assembled. And so we thought, Brooke, hey, let's hit you with what is the all-time starting 5 on the women's side. I think you could win with this group.
Yeah, I'd say so. And it was a pretty hard list to go through and pull out some incredible names because there's so many. But, you know, to me, these women have really set the tone, not only, you know, in this game, but in their high school careers, continuing them on throughout college, through the WNBA.
I'll literally get sad all over again.
WNBA champs from there below. Caitlin Clark owns the NCAA scoring record. The GOAT, Diana Taurasi. The games weren't around when she was a senior, but it's safe to say she might have been named a McDonald's All-American.
She would have owned that court. Class of 2000, 2 years before the McDonald's All-American Girls Game was launched. Product of Don Lugo High School in California. Diana Taurasi. Jenica Lewis off the mark with a 3 for the East. It's a 3-point lead for the East as we get going here in the 4th quarter. Making history, first time the McDonald's girls game has been on ESPN. Ted Emmerich, Brooke Weisbrod, our entire crew, so glad you're with us. Of course, the boys game to follow.
Yeah, the edge feels a little different coming in here to Q4. The competitiveness from these teams, you're going to start seeing some just outstanding plays, but it's team basketball that's going to get the wins.
Kate Harpring injured her shoulder in the first half. She banks it in. Again, got that left shoulder taped up. She wasn't about to miss the second half tonight.
No, going to play through that pain. Do so well at Carolina. Defense is demanded by Courtney Banghart, and she wants to bring it.
Addie Nemchek with the hustle play. On her way to Indiana.
Good cut again.
And the pass by Jackson. Harpring gives it up. And Lewis is offline. Bella Fleming's returning for the West. Boy, this is when the coaches now try to play the matchups. They have kept their first units together, second units together, but now in the fourth quarter, it's interesting to see how they mix and match.
Yeah, I really think mentally we were already prepared for UCLA without even beating Duke. Like, it wasn't until the third quarter they was like, oh wait, this is the game and we have to win now. And then you seen LSU turn on when LSU should have been turned on from the tip.
Crittenden missed that three.
You're right, you are right. That would help this strength and conditioning. That would help us be ready for the non-conference schedule. That's going to be tougher, and that would also help the team chemistry. I want Mulkey to get back to how she ran her camp at Baylor. The Sparkles got her nicer.
Lizzie Spade put on a clinic. Just couldn't convert. Harpring behind the back. X-ray vision, but Jackson couldn't finish.
Oh my goodness, what a pass.
And Lewis pokes it away from Bella Flemings. Trying to lob it up to Nemchek. Got it back though. And a foul called with Nemchek spilling.
Kate Harpring making her name known here. Said, I want to create my own path, and she is doing it. Now, Dad did it from behind the three-point line a lot. I don't know if he had this part of his game, but she's definitely got the dimes to go along with some really good offense and play through an injured shoulder that we saw her go after a rebound in the first half, and she was in so much pain, but out here fighting like it never happened, Ted.
This is who Kate Harpring has been her entire high school career. She draws the foul there. North Carolina's highest rated recruit in 3 years. Go back to Sierra Toomey, who was 4th overall in the class in 2023. Harpring in that same spot, the number 4 recruit here in 2026.
And she's trying to adjust the tape job. You can see they've got her wrapped all the way over onto her right side, so it's affecting her rib muscle, her shooting arm. It's irritating her. She's been trying to adjust it ever since she's come back in the game.
1:15 to another, dad to daughter. And great start to this fourth quarter for Kate Harpring. A B tried to bank in the three. The East owning their largest lead of the night. Jackson over Crittenden. And that drops through.
That was tough. That was tough. She was able to stop on a dime, read the defense, fade away, have the strength to put that shot up.
It's
Wow, she's strong.
the first double-digit lead of the night for either team. The East blazing ahead, up 10.
Yeah, I'd say between Jackson and Harpring, they too have brought this team, really ahead in this game, just with the tenacity, the way they're playing. Crossover, read the defense, little shimmy shake, fade away. Yes, we'll take that.
Jordan Jackson a part of that 7-0 run for the East to put them up 10. ESPN NBA Wednesday doubleheader. The Celtics in Miami to take on the Heat at 7:30 Eastern. Then the Spurs against the Warriors out west. NBA Countdown crew tipping things off at 7. Again, how about all the McDonald's All-Americans you'll see in those two games coming up tomorrow night?
You know, so much talent we've seen. You know, the men's class, they just look taller to me, and maybe that's because I'm only 5'7", but I'm telling you, I feel like I just see one 7-footer after the next. And the skill level of these guys at that size, I mean, Bobby Carding and Corey Alexander can really explain more to that as the boys' games come up. It is so impressive to blend the size with the skill. That's something I feel like the boys' game has really evolved into.
We're going to see Tyron Stokes, the #1 player in the country, who goes 6'8", 240. And long term, he's just a big point guard.
That's why I said I don't want Mulkey and Sparkles for big games. I want Mulkey and Military Green for big games with the short haircut, where BG used to pick her up and put her on the shoulder with her bigs. Like, Mulkey used to have real bigs playing for her.
Does the West have it in them to do more of that? That's what we thought we would see. Was
Mulkey used to be mean. Them girls used to play with disciplined defense and stuff. Like,
Be racking up the steals. And she's headed to the line. 3 the hard way for JC B.
and I will say, because I see what you're saying, JXD3, I do believe that Gary Reedus leaving in the middle of that NCAA tournament due to no fault of his own. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying losing him, he was a very big part of our substitutions and talking to Mulkey in the game and saying blah, blah, blah. So she didn't know until blah, blah, blah. I mean, obviously she's watching the game, but G. Reedus is the person who would be in her ear, make this substitution, do this now, this needs to happen. Like, you know what I mean? Because she's focused on different things throughout the course of the game. So, yeah.
The Euro step with the stop, able to look up at the rim. You see her chest doesn't get too far out in front of her. She doesn't lose her balance. Now, Duke fans are probably going to hate that I say this, but when I look at her, part of her game reminds me of Ivory Latta.
Wow, okay. Those are almost fighting.
Duke's like, what are you saying right now? What are you saying, Carolina? The same thing, but I'm sorry, it does.
And Crittenden draws the foul. I'll tell you what, if she produces at that level.
Yeah, you could even see like our bench energy get a little bit different without G. Reedus there. Gary was huge for our culture, relationship building, and the way LSU is during in game. You know what I mean? You can always look over and see G. Reedus hyping the girls up and clapping them up and common energies and correcting attitudes and things like that throughout the course of a game.
2019. Schaefer coached Jackson.
Yep. We went through a lot of adversity, y'all. We really did.
Now with the Sparks.
I remember having a conversation with Makia Jackson, and she told me she couldn't wait to play for Vic Schaefer because of how much he demands of you to be in shape. Crittenden has that same kind of vibe to her. She just can't get enough.
Crittenden trying to lead a West comeback here. 6 minutes to go in the fourth. Olivia Jones to Vanderbilt, the bank.
That's a Michaela Blake's creative shot if you ever see one. And over here talking right on to it on defense, getting everybody back in line.
Crittenden now from downtown. Olivia Jones the other way. Nobody at the rim. A B does strip her, but the foul is called.
Great quick actions from Olivia Jones and Autumn Fleary. Spin move and gets up and under and then over the defense. Spate without the foul, and Jones hits a tough shot. We found out from her that she loves the game of Asia Wilson. So she's going to try to do everything she can to imitate the way that she plays, her fire, how she approaches the preparation of the game. And she said her freshman and sophomore year, she sat a lot, and so she had to learn how to get better without getting that playing time. And then she said by the time my junior year came around, of course, he's at Long Island Lutheran, so I have an opportunity to win a high school national championship after she competes here tonight. So she chose Vanderbilt, loved the community, loved the vibes. Hard time in Nashville.
A couple of years ago, Olivia Jones was behind Kaylee Heckel, now at UConn, Silas Swords at Michigan, and wait her turn. And really paid off. Sanaya Hall, the #1 player in the class. Back
We have another shoot
Oh,
going.
look out. Who does it belong to? That is Lily Williams.
Didn't Fleary lose her shoe the other day?
Scrimmage.
Yeah. We have Shoegate Part 2 here. Well,
At 6'5", she's a little shorter without one of the shoes. She could still be an anchor inside.
That's why we've gone away from high tops, mids. Now we're all low shoes. That's what I'm thinking is going on here. Let's watch. 21 at the top of your screen. Yeah, she got stepped on. Crittenden stepped on her foot. It's a good defensive tactic, you know.
Yeah.
Sneaky, actually. If you can get that down, notice the player's wearing a little bit of a loose shoe, because some of them do. Why not?
You were looking for every edge.
Ted, I'm 5'7". What do you think I have to do? This is how it goes. I was there to take the charges. I was there to get the defense really riled up. You know, you have to be creative. That's why I made a softball mixtape, so I could go to Coastal Carolina with that money and say, hey, by the way, I do also play basketball. So if you don't have money this year, maybe you have it next year. There's no NIL deals back in the day.
Oh, can you imagine what you would have cleaned up?
Would have tried.
Your personality, oh my goodness. Shot to clears, you would have been rolling in it. Attempt to shoot for Sanaya Hall, and a foul here. It's on Jersey Robinson, Phoenix native, with her 4th personal, and 6 in a row. Midway mark of this 4th quarter. Look, we say it every year. Now you start to figure out who's going to emerge as that alpha in this class. Again, it's the best of the best in high school basketball. Who wants it now?
I like that we've seen different alphas throughout the game. I mean, everybody's trying to get in and prove why they belong here, but they're not playing selfish basketball. They're just taking it as it comes. But you're right. Like, if this gets to be a close game here, if the West can make the last push, who is going to take that last second shot?
I like that. That's what I'm talking about. Did you just see her on those boards right there? That's what I like. She wanted that ball. Yes, ma'am. I like that.
Second on Brianna Crittenden. Lampley, a 2-time gold medalist with USA Basketball, part of the U16 AmeriCup in 2023, the Under-17 World Championship team in 24.
2-time gold medalist, Lola Lampley. Okay.
Kate Harpring, Morgan Wooten, National Player of the Year, back on the floor for the East. So Autumn Fleary checks out. Greenway gives it up. The lefty scoop doesn't drop. Williams clears it for the East.
Nice rebound, too. Brought the ball up the floor. Push into the paint. And finish. That was nice, Lola. Yes, ma'am. She's good. I like Lola Lampley. Yes, ma'am. She's T. Yes, ma'am.
Well, the East trying to figure it out. Lampley saying, let's go. I'm going to put you on my back.
Real recognize.
$900 with your phone.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to continue to keep performing out here and, you know, just keep getting experiences. And obviously the next level is, you know, college for me. And well, I'll have, you know, the Hoop Summit, Jordan Brand, those
The whole
things.
circuit.
Yeah, so finish out this month and then whatever college brings, just be a sponge, absorb anything I can get to help win some championships.
Lola, last one. Hypothetical situation for you. Your team down 1. 5 seconds to go. What's in Lola Lampley's bag? Where are you going?
You know what? I might actually try to take it down low to the post, get something easy.
I like it.
Well,
all right, now let's go see it happen.
Contact well. Goodbye.
That's recruiting. Lola,
I got a scat on you.
head on back. Lola's got to join her team.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Appreciate
Don't you
Lola
love how we
Lampley
try to
joining
hold
us.
them here?
That's how
I know.
Lola, you my new best. You got the nails and everything, girl.
B from Frisco, Texas, about a half-hour north of downtown Dallas. Top 10 player in the class, on her way to Notre Dame. And off that awesome run to the Elite Eight as 6 seed, Robinson stepped out of bounds for the West. The East, boy, pulling away in this one, up by 13 and 4.5 to go.
Now the West has just made some careless turnovers and taking some tough shots. So now they're trying to apply a little more pressure.
And Sanaya Hall corkscrews it down. The #1 player in the class leads all scorers with 19. Robinson trying to find Bajorn. It's stolen.
Lola Lampley tapped that away.
All the way to the rim.
10. Are you kidding me? She didn't even use her left hand to secure the basketball. She just took that ball underhand for the finish and protected her left shoulder at that too. What a play.
Pass by Crittenden. Greenway couldn't finish. Lampley clears it. What a fourth quarter for Kate Harpring. Now the pass ahead. And Sanaya Hall off the mark. Olivia Jones.
Did y'all see that pass ahead too? Lola showing us her bag now. Okay.
11-0 run as this lead continues to grow.
She could throw that pass up there like a Michaela Williams type pass. I liked it. That would have been a nice assist for Lola.
Hesitation, just a little scoop. And of course, Jersey doesn't want to do any damage to that shoulder, so likely just kind of let the lane open up a bit for her. Smart play.
Again, the toughness from Harpring. After what she endured in the first half, the apparent shoulder injury. She has had a number of shoulder injuries through her high school career, got taped up, returned in the second half, and a big part of this run for the East in the fourth quarter. Now trying to keep up with Madden Greenway. Greenway, tough defense from Harpring.
Harpring's just out there playing, and the game is coming to her. That's what I love about watching her play. And then she makes great passes like that, connecting again to Sanaya Hall.
A couple of top 5 players in the class connecting there. And hopefully Bella Flemings is all right.
Harpring with the defensive rebound, clearing it, traffic, look ahead. What a pass. Come on, that's a dime. And then, I like that Hall took the contact right away and just still finished the play. The catch is tough enough, but the finish is harder.
Bella Flemings heading to the bench for the West. What a standout from the state of Texas, just like her brother Kingston. Brennan High School in San Antonio. Bella on her way to Duke.
We all want Zakaya to go back to her normal position. I want Z back at her normal position. I don't want none of our girls being out of position. I don't want to turn into out of position you. Like, I want everybody where they're supposed to be.
McKenna Velichko draws the foul. Talk about perseverance. How about Velichko told us that she didn't make her season debut here in her senior year until January 2nd. She played just 15 games coming off a torn ACL and meniscus. She played in just enough games to be eligible to play in this game as Vukosa blocks the shot from Edwards, but the whistle blows there.
Yeah, Vukosa can't believe it. We're going to have to go back and take another look at this. More UConn against Tennessee. Let's see.
What do you think?
I'm going to say that was clean is what I'm going to say. That's a clean block if I ever seen one. Maybe a little body there. I don't know. It's hard to tell. The officials are right there, so maybe that's what they saw. As far as the block itself, clean.
That is Big O on Big O. And we're now talking about the Big O, of course. A little bit different, but Vukosa and Edwards, two of the best and brightest in this class. Trinity Jones runs it down. Jones had it poked from behind by Harpring, but they call the foul on Kate Harpring. Now, we mentioned some of the Team USA experience for these players a moment ago. Harpring was on the U19 U.S. basketball team that won the FIBA World Cup last summer in the Czech Republic. Also on that team in this game, Sanaya Hall, Madden Greenway, Addison Bajorn, Jersey Robinson. All these players know each other. They have been invited to the very biggest and best events, and this is no different.
Yeah, they know each other's game. You know, they're, like you said, they're seeing each other different tournaments, different events, different one-on-one opportunities, competitions. So, you know, they're getting early scouting reports at the next level.
Swords, this is the three. Olivia Edwards, the board, and look at her in the open floor. Best pure athlete in the class. Scooping it in.
She makes it look so easy. And who's going to get in front of her to take the charge and try to contest that shot? This is a freight train coming down. All right, Vukosa, what you got from three? What's it got?
A triple.
Diana Taurasi, I'm looking over. She just said, what did I say? What did I say? Taurasi was giving her some hype and a good pep talk right before that three.
Goes ahead of the UConn herself. She talked with Taurasi a few weeks ago about what it's going to be like playing for Gino. Taurasi told her, Gino's going to challenge you in ways you never thought possible. But it's going to make you a better player in person. Emily McDonald, a nice hustle play from her backside, giving it up. Now Harpring against Lizzie Spate, and she backs it home.
Yeah, that one hurt. And came away wincing after that contact, and still trying to stay in the game. Oh, Sanaya Hall. She got all ball.
Instead the foul. Maddie Bajorn letting it fly.
Harpring again, the one-on-one, but see there, takes the contact. Oh my goodness. And then how does she still have the concentration to finish that shot? Like, that's the pain she's working through as she's thinking about shooting the shot. It's incredible.
Dad Matt, of course, courtside. The 11-year NBA veteran, Hall of Famer at Georgia Tech. Sport number 15. Just like Kate does now.
Yeah, he's definitely proud of the work that his daughter has put in and the results. And you know, for her to say, I want to do my own thing. I want to create my own name. I love that.
Didn't go to Georgia Tech.
There she is.
There is Emily McDonald going to Kentucky. And the East cracking 90.
East blew out the West.
To go, the three-point champ getting it done. And Lizzie Spate doing work at the other end. Counting the foul.
Yeah, Lil Wills, the only reason why I say that I don't know is because from my understanding, she's already signed and it would be hard for her to get out of like that contract or whatever. And I asked one of my lawyer friends, and he was basically saying, like, even if she was able to get out of it, there would probably be some contractual agreement that she wouldn't be allowed to go to another SEC school, at least for that, you know what I mean, 2026 to 2027 class. But we'll see. There's always the transfer portal next year.
Big run here in the fourth quarter for the East to put this one away.
Let me get another bucket, Lola.
On a flurry, blocked by Spades. The two smallest players in this game going at it. And Lizzie Spade coming up with the block at 5.
Yeah, like if Kim Caldwell was.
Got the one in, Sean Fleary. Velichko, a beautiful move against Swords, just came up short. Final second takeaway. What a showcase this has been for the class of 2026. For women's basketball, again, the first time that the girls' game has been on ESPN.
Yeah, Ted, I'm surprised the East was a 20-point lead here at the end of the game. But the basketball was quality, and these ladies brought it. They brought the competition, the teamwork, the energy, the highlights, and the social viral moments that we will not forget.
Led by the #1 player in the class, Sanaya Hall, who's headed to USC. The East reigns supreme here in the 2026 McDonald's All-American Girls Game. 91-71 the final. We will be watching these players for years to come, including Sanaya Hall. At the top of the rankings, got it rolling early. Sanaya Hall with a huge effort before she heads to LA to join other #1 players in the class. Juju Watkins, Jazzy Davidson, another #1 going to SC. And Sanaya Hall right now is with Brooke.
All right, y'all. It was definitely a pleasure streaming with y'all as always. I missed y'all since I haven't seen y'all since LSU's last game, but it was super exciting to see everybody in the chat. I will be uploading this video in full to the members. It will be edited out, any copyright strikes that I get, probably by tomorrow at like 5 p.m. So if you did want to catch anything, go ahead and catch it tonight or tomorrow morning. I love y'all so much. I'll find some other stuff to stream. I'll probably stream the expansion draft, the WNBA draft, the combine draft, whatever I can, just to hang out with y'all. And we'll definitely be supporting Flage and any other updates that we get with assistant coaches or anything. Make sure you're subscribed. I do be posting and things like that on here as always. I love you guys. Stay safe and good night.
Let me say good night to the
Yeah, I'm definitely streaming Flage. Good night, y'all. Love you guys.